Hey everybody, welcome back to another Judgment commentary of Owarimonogatari second season, but today we're going to be checking out episode 2, part 2 of the Mayoi Hell arc. But last time, in part 1, we saw that Araragi did in fact wake up to find himself in hell alongside Mayoi. Because yeah, Mayoi's in hell, because according to her, the rules are that if a kid dies before their parents do, they just go straight to hell. No chances, no nothing, no judgment even, just go to hell. Although they described like stacking stones on like the shores of hell, which I'm pretty sure that's more of a purgatory state than a full-on hell, but I guess since it's technically in the same place, it counts, but at least she's not, in the fire and brimstone type of place. Either way, she descended down to the deepest parts of hell where Araragi currently is, so she could help guide him back out and resurrect him. In fact, it was Gaien who tipped Mayoi off that Araragi was going to be in hell, and she asked her to bring him back, so what the heck is Gaien planning here? I mean, the only thought that I had is maybe the process of him dying and coming back to life could, maybe make him not a vampire anymore, but who knows? Also, a thought did occur here. If Araragi is dead, would that not mean that Shinobu would just go full vampire form and kill everyone in the world again? Like, that was the rule, right? That Araragi dies and then they're separated and then she gets all of her powers back. Is that not happening right now as we speak? Either way, Mayoi was guiding Araragi out. He was like going through a this is your life kind of thing where he was seeing past events that he had gone through and was pondering whether or not he would have done things differently. And for the most part, he felt like he would have done things the same, although he said he would have preferred not to meet Kaiki, which, yeah. But one thing he mentioned that he would always do the same no matter what is catching Senjigahara as she fell down the stairs. And there's something I gotta talk about with that, because when I was watching that, and they were saying, well, if you didn't catch her, then she would have probably been in a relationship with Kaiki, but I was like, well, no, she'd be like dead or something, right? Because she just fell down that huge flight of stairs. No. Yeah, the stairs are not infinite like that. They were just a regular set of stairs. They only looked that way because that's Araragi's point of view of them, and I'm pretty sure in the past I had called them out as probably not being infinite like that, but I guess I had just seen those stairs so many times, I had just stopped questioning them and just accepted them at this point. But no, it was just a regular set of stairs that she fell down, so she would have been fine, even when you don't take her near weightlessness into account. Now, whether or not she would have, had some kind of relationship with Kaiki after falling down and not being caught by Araragi, I'm gonna go ahead and say no. Would she have pursued one? Maybe, but there's just no way that Kaiki would stoop that low, man. So here we are now. Araragi is met with a familiar face. Tadatsuru, I believe his name was. He was the one who we had very recently seen who was killed by Ononoki, and I guess he made his way down to hell, so let's see what he has to say, shall we? Yeah, somehow both of my headphones ran out of charge mid-video. That has not happened until now, but you guys won't be able to tell because I can fix it in editing. So I believe that's all of it for Mayoi Hell, and then we're gonna get on to the next thing. I believe there's 7 episodes in total of second season here, so still got like 5 left, and I think they can probably split those across 2 different arcs. I think there's 2 more left. But as far as Mayoi Hell goes, well, it was certainly an interesting one. There were a lot of developments, especially in this second episode here. I mean, the first one was just kinda leading its way into this one, but there was a lot here. Like the fact that Tadatsuru did not die when Ononoki blasted him with her finger. That was just a duplicate of him, a copy, because he was apparently getting involved with some dark, forbidden magics that resulted in him like dying, but also not dying, becoming like a weird, not human, not oddity circumstance, where his actual self is chilling down in hell, but he can control a puppet of himself that he can, operate in the living world. So even though he's dead, he's not really. Quite ironic for the guy who hates immortal beings. I think that's the point. Also, apparently Tadatsuru got an order to kill Araragi from Ogi. Yeah, Ogi was the one who told him to do that, but because Oshino stepped in and intervened, he decided to just play along with it, And in his back pocket, he had a separate strategy going from Gaien. Because yeah, it seems like I was right on the money with the strategy being to kill Araragi and resurrect him minus his vampire powers so that he now doesn't have to worry about that. Also, I was right that Shinobu went nuts up there, but thankfully Araragi came back just in time. Otherwise, if he was a little bit later, Gaien may have just died. I mean, she did have the heart span. That thing is pretty dang tough, but against Shinobu, might not help too much. But now Araragi's back, and he can go and take his exam. Oh, and also he brought Mayoi with him. So, what is she exactly at this point? Is she still a ghost? And Araragi did ask the question on if they were going to run into another darkness situation with her. The thing Gaien was saying is that it was because of her potentially summoning the darkness that Araragi made a good move. She said that Mayoi, as the lost girl, could form as a pawn of sorts. Perhaps she wants to attract the attention of the darkness and use that to her advantage. Which would imply that she is just back as a ghost, as the lost snail once again. And obviously not alive. That was not going to be the case. And also not as just a regular nondescript ghost. She's apparently specifically still the same kind of ghost she was before. So I guess you just can't keep Mayoi out of the story. She's got to be here the whole way through. Honestly, the way this ended with Gaien being like, hey, we're launching a counterattack, that's curious. Like, has there just been this background game of chess going on involving Ogi and Gaien just, kind of trying to lead things in their own way? But either way, things are gearing up to get pretty interesting here, as it would seem. So I guess we'll find out more about that next time, guys. But for now, that's going to be it. Thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed. Subscribe to be updated on more. That would be great. Next time, episode 3, which I believe is going to be starting the next arc. I don't know what it's called, and I'm not going to figure it out until I watch the episode. I'm not going to look at the file name to see what it is this time, because I did that with this one by accident. But we'll see. This was a pretty solid little arc. A lot of exposition going on, but we did learn some very, very interesting things. And it brought Mayoi back into the story, which... that's a good thing, but at the same time, it opens us up to more scenes like what we got in episode 1. And it's sad that those are so incredibly uncomfortable, because there's usually at least a bit of good visual gags in there. Ah well. For now, that's it, so till we meet again, I will see you guys later!